Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to yet another Timespinner Randomizer race. I am very excited to be commentating this race. My name is Llama. I have been in quite a few of these. Joining me is Urza, one of our top contenders. Hello, Urza.
Hello, Llama.
I'm going to force the start on the race, and as soon as our stream catches up, we will be off out of the gates. I'm excited. We're running out of people in this tournament.
I'm also excited. This is going to determine our last top 4 player.
Whoever wins this one is moving on to fight Crimdall, so I don't envy them.
Neither do I.
That's going to be a rough match there. We have on the left LunarRayGames, the creator of Timespinner. And on the right, we have the weffjebster, a juggernaut in the community, I would say. Also a large contributor to the randomizer itself.
Indeed, he is responsible for at least the damage randomizer setting, which we are using today.
That's a great idea, Arrow Razor, having a giant multi-world with everyone in the tournament.
Yep, and here we are. So first we're going to see what we get from Mom.
Ooh!
Regular Empire Orb is a good start. It's not the best orb, obviously, but it is a good standard with a minus pretty spell.
It's a little slow of an attack orb, and their type coverage is not great. Both of those are aura typed. But Empire is one of the later game orbs and has very high damage, so not bad. Could be a lot worse. Could be gun minus, you know.
It could be gun minus, Llama.
It could be. Someone say my name?
And now we get to see Nell has given us a pink item. The Royal Ring is one of the pink items, which will open up the throne room.
So we're going to see...
Oh my! Oh my!
2 out of 5. Okay.
So we immediately have interesting routing choices because that wheel means they can go left or right here, which is pretty unusual for these races so far. We're used to being able to spend this time to talk about the new settings in the randomizer, but now we have to actually pay attention to which way they go.
Looks like left for both of them.
Both of them heading left. Interesting.
It's... I can see it, because you can get up to Upper Lake Serene with Time Stop.
Yep.
And, and maybe the lake is drained, who knows?
Or maybe they're just going to hit this warp point and head backwards.
That's also fair. That's also fair.
So, while they're hitting these few checks, let's talk about some of the new settings in the randomizer this year for the people who are just joining us. First thing to talk about, I think, is the Unchained Keys flag. So our runners start with the Twin Pyramid keys. However, they only have access at the beginning to the warp that they're going to right now.
And we just saw what you said. They got that warp, and now they're heading back to the right. Ideally, they'd want a fire source before going to Upper Lake Serene, because you'll want to burn those vines without having to double back. But once they have the, to continue on your point, the Twin Pyramid keys are given at the start, and then they find warps to the various time eras of the game. And because we are playing with Enter Sandman, they could find a warp directly to the end. Who knows?
Yes, absolutely. So there are 3 beacons. The Time-Worn Warp Beacon will give them access to one of the past warp zones, the Modern Warp Beacon for something in the present, and the Mysterious Warp Beacon to one of the 3 warps in the Ancient Pyramid. Now, they don't...
I was just going to point out that I did not see on the map check if they did a map check for Drained Serene or not, so we are in the dark.
I don't believe they have yet. I've been watching for that myself. So, I was going to mention that the Mysterious Warp Beacon, although nice, is not actually required because they can do what they were required to do last year during the tournament and go through the lab to get to the pyramid.
The point I would make, though, with 2 out of 5 already, we've been seeing this a lot in the set of flags used for the tournament this year, that the new mantra is make it prove to me that I need to go past those laser gates, because often they don't have to.
Yep.
And I would say that they're probably not going to have to, getting this much time spinner right away.
Yep. Speaking of getting Bombardiers on the first visit, which is very rare for this race, for this flags so far.
Frequently forgotten spot.
And too often, incredibly required. Not today, though.
Nope. Because they could get it right now, that's why it wasn't required.
Yep. And speaking of, we can talk about our another new setting for this year, the Rising Tides flag. So this moat here had about a 66% chance of being flooded, as with water level going all the way up to the bridge, which would have then required them to have the water mask. They rolled no water this time, so they got to make these checks. But we're going to encounter a number of places in the game that could or could not be flooded that you may not be aware of had water in them.
Both of them got that poison trap at the base of the moat. Not fun. Poison in this game actually being quite rude. It does percentage based and does not stop until you are very low.
It does not. I hear you may have had a hand in that.
I have no idea who said that. It could have been me. It could have been a lie. It probably was not a lie, though, because I do remember, poison's never important. Oh, there's that. Wow.
And we have early Talaria that I expect they will both get here, and we're going to be zooming. Ooh.
Nasty fall. This close together between LunarRayGames and weffjebster, it's any sort of slight mistake is just that you flinch a little. There's an elevator key card too.
Oh man.
Not useful yet, that you need to use that in the present time place, but could be useful.
Got a Tailwind Plus, which means we've got plus wind orbs today.
Where's Windfay when you need her?
And you can see Talaria is allowing our runners to just kind of go wherever they want, whenever they want. Weff just hopping over things. I think we're going to switch our audio over to Weff, who is just slightly ahead.
Yes, I would say ever so slightly ahead. But not by much. If Weff sneezes, Bodhi is going to catch up.
Indeed. So now Weff entering the Castle Keep, going to go straight into the non-flooded basement loop.
I haven't seen that many flooded basements this tournament. Maybe it was all in the runs that I didn't watch.
Maybe.
There is a fair point. I have noticed Bodhi putting on some rare drops that he got from the enemies. So he does have a little more damage right now.
Oh, that's
Librarian Hat's not bad, though.
Oh yeah, no, that's top 5-ish or so of damage items. These are the ones that you traditionally see. Both
of them taking that basement loot because there's no downside to it. It spits you back right out where you started.
With a save point on top of it so that you are able to save scum some checks that are coming up here. Now, actually, with Wheel and Talaria... No,
they can get to twins.
They can get to twins, but they cannot climb the tower.
But no further. So they'll probably go peek in twins. Looks like Weff is gonna go there.
It's been interesting to see who is willing to peek the twins and not.
With this little movement, though, yeah, I would... Oh, there's Light Wall!
Oh! Light Wall! And that settles it.
Yep. I bet you... Yep. LunarRayGames is on the way to pick that up as well. It'll be interesting to see if Weff does the whole twins spot itself. And it paid off to wait on that Lake Serene because there is a fire source, the Pyro Ring.
As well as the modern warp beacon, but he just missed the dialogue before we saw where it went.
Let's watch LunarRayGames' side, and we might be able to see what it is. Zarian.
Zarian.
Woohoo! Oh,
Could be
spicy.
Zarian, could be Zarian Caves. Hard to say.
Yeah.
Weff
Zarian
is,
period would be a little rough.
yeah, Weff fading the actual twins fight, which is perfectly fair. Going back to that, prove to me that you want to go to the lab today.
Prove to me that science is required.
Yep. So the boss that Weff just skipped by not going to the left up there is one of our 3 laser bosses, which open up the a captain's cap and
Eternal
an Empire
Crown. Yeah.
Eternal Crown. Sorry. One of the 3 bosses that open up the laser gates to the military hangar in the present. You need to kill all 3 in order to access the military hangar, the lab, and Emperor's Tower.
And we have LunarRayGames also fading that boss, so we've got a pretty solid following. weffjebster realizing he can only get that... He could go through the... Oh, he is. Okay, he just made sure that he warped. If you don't warp once, then warp shards don't work. But weffjebster doing the Royal Towers with the light wall.
Yep, I think he forgot that he warped from Lake Serene. And there's our gear 2.
Okay, meteor sparrows in the wall.
Meteor sparrows in the wall.
We got a little divergence.
Yep, our first divergence here. LunarRayGames has decided to immediately dip out of the towers and go to Lake Serene. He probably figures he's got fire, he's got vertical. Let's clear the lake route and then come back. Maybe he'll have better vertical.
Yeah. While you technically can do the entirety of the Royal Towers with Lightwall, Lightwall single jump is a bit of a rough climb, and going to Lake Serene's not nearly as vertical as the area weffjebster's in. So if you can find that Celestial Sash, then it's definitely worth this divergence.
Weff picking up security keycard B on the long balcony. That is an item we will need if we are going to be going to that lab.
The warp shard... Oh, there's a tablet!
Tablet for Bodhi.
The comments about picking up a warp shard from the Merchant Crow, I can understand, but heading left through Lake Serene, you're guaranteed to pop over to the Azure Queen warp anyway. So you don't really need a warp shard going that way. Going up into Aelana's tower, absolutely, but this is the first pass through Upper Lake Serene, so there's not really a point where you'd want to warp out until you get to the gate itself.
Indeed. LunarRayGames picked up Oculus Ring Plus, where the Oculus Ring itself, not very useful with our flags. However, plus meaning iOrb Plus is out there somewhere.
Somewhere.
iOrb is one of the best damage orbs in the game for players who utilize orb swapping. I believe that Bodhi is not an orb swapper, but Weff is. So that'll be interesting to see if that gets found.
Getting bullied by lightning on LunarRayGames' side. Luckily, Aelana is weak to the orb they started with, so that will help. Also getting a few small damage ticks with that Pyro Ring. Any amount of damage while she is out of your hit range is worth it.
Yep. We've got Weff in Lake Serene now himself, having completed the towers more or less. Actually, how far did Weff go in the tower? Did he go through the whole thing?
Yes, that seems fast. I was spaced out. Worked at lower struggle juggle. Alright.
Okay, so he went to the courtyard. He didn't take those other top ones. Okay.
Alright, got it.
Thank you, Crimdall.
Oh, it's lower Zarian. Oh,
it sure is.
Gross. This is a rough warp, especially with single jump, and at least with light wall you can get out of here, but oof.
Yep, this is Zarian Caves, one of the last areas in the vanilla game. In fact, it's technically post vanilla and post-ending content,
With an
depending on your
asterisk
definition of ending. Oh no, light wall jail.
No.
The downside of light wall, the downside of light wall being solid is you can lock yourself in positions that you don't want to be in when the ceiling is low.
Yep. With the giant frog, snail, gotta just wait for him to peep out and then time stop him to get over him.
Yep.
It'll be interesting to see LunarRayGames maybe double back for the mini jackpot room and waterfall section of Zarian Caves.
Yeah, that may be a sideways save scum opportunity. Most of the time you're coming into this cave from the top. These 2 checks that LunarRayGames just did are usually save scummable by a save point that's coming up here. He may do it the opposite way, where he'll hit the save point, check the 3 checks along the top, 3 checks along the top here, and then if they're all bad, he'll quit the game without saving to warp back to the save point.
Yes. Weff doubling back. Where are you going, Weff? You don't have the water mask. There we go, and Weff is following along behind LunarRayGames. He is possibly still ahead because he has that B key card and also picked up the Merchant Crow in Ilana's Tower.
So right now our difference is... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, is not useful yet, but could be.
Could be. So right now the major difference is that Weff has done that little bit of the tower, picked up that second tier, and yeah, that B key card, but otherwise they are pretty much lockstep.
Light wall struggles.
Oh no!
Angry. Don't get cute with your light walls.
There we go.
Okay.
Dark Flames
and
minus.
One last spot to check before saves coming out. Nothing. And yep, just as you said.
And that brings us right back here. We know what's in those chests, but we don't have to go get them again. So now LunarRayGames can continue to the left.
Weff is probably going to catch up a little bit, unless he also suffers in Light Wall Jail as much as Bodhi did. Light Wall Jail!
I cannot remember if our Light Wall is plus, minus, or regular.
I think it's regular? Question mark?
Let's hope. I think it might be minus, because that was not a lot of damage.
Yeah. That was not really worth the cast.
Yep. The mushroom towers here in Zarian's Caves are especially brutal because not only do they release a poison cloud whenever you hit them, they also, in the present version of these mushroom towers, will create a little mini mushroom that walks forward and seeks you out.
They are very adorable, though.
Oh yes, very adorable, very deadly.
Because they will poison you, and you can't see them. There they are, little guys. There they coming.
Yep, the more hits, the more little guys.
And, yeah, Weff is definitely catching up against Bodhi. This is just kind of the worst climb out of Zarian. They don't have good damage or range or anything. It's just suffering.
Yeah, but they have to do it. This is the only way through.
They didn't clear out Ilana's tower, so
that is true.
Everything they need is in Ilana's tower, technically.
Yep,
like,
but
water mask could be there, and then all the gears and stuff is underwater, as well as the warp. Like, you never know. This could be unnecessary.
Bodhi picking up decent range damage in the form of regular gun orb right outside of Zarian's Caves, right after it would have been extremely useful.
Excuse me, that is pronounced gourd?
Oh, I apologize.
Alright, I'll forgive you. Heading up to do fire checks on LunarRayGames' side, I believe. Starting with the leftmost spot, or heading to the right now. Okay. Why not?
Yeah, we'll see if he decides to go get the pedestal early or if he waits until he's finished the maw.
Mm-hmm. Again, it's one of those, prove to me that this is necessary. Maw, with these flag sets, could be not required, and we have that moment of, let's just check it anyway. Ah, stand up.
And Bodhi's going to walk back to the left to get the rest of the starter checks and the one other firelock check, plus a warp.
Mm-hmm.
Although, now that he's checked these fire checks, that warp probably won't be terribly useful.
Probably not. Oof. Long day, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Same. Valetian Crown, not going to be as good as our other headgear. Weff picking up that gun orb on his way out of Zarian's caves.
Oh,
And
there's that
that
I
IOR
plus. Ooh, worth it.
That's a major damage increase. The eye orb is a wonderful orb.
And the gas mask.
Ah, what a place for that.
Okay. So the gas mask is only required if the maw is required. So still don't know if that's useful.
Indeed.
Could be bait. Oh!
And there's our
the
sash. So there's our good vertical. This is going to make Weff and LunarRayGames very happy that they haven't done the towers yet.
Yes.
Very useful for that. And a pendulum, also right after Zarian's cave.
That would have been useful about 10 minutes ago.
The pendulum being an accessory that prevents the poison status effect.
That was a beautiful time stop on Bodhi's side. I don't know if you saw that, where he was dashing into the Springbird place where it normally teaches you to use time stop for platforming, and time stop, as it was jumping, didn't even break his stride.
Nice.
It was very beautiful.
Excellent work.
Where is Weff going? Went back to the... Uh-oh, that's not good for him. Okay.
Yeah, I think he does.
Okay.
I
Accidentally.
think he does off by one.
Yep. I think that was an accident.
Yep.
He's going to be very happy. Right about now.
Bindle for LunarRayGames in the first firelock check on this side.
Wow, we're only 2 pieces away.
One piece
from
away.
Having 2 pieces away from Timespinner. Nope, you're right. Correct.
Yeah, Weff it'll be fourth for Weff, and it was third for Bodhi.
Mm-hmm.
Bodhi will get it as soon as he gets to Royal Towers, which
Mm-hmm.
probably will be soon unless they pick up the D card on the way to the library.
Yeah.
We have Boots at Boots.
Ah. Is this even randomized, really? But yes,
Boots.
But we still need one more thing at least in order to be in go mode, because we need that warp. Otherwise, we have to do a bunch of bosses.
V key card, very good going into the library. That's 3 more checks they'll be able to do with that tablet.
Mm-hmm. That is also true that Bodhi doesn't have B like Weff does, but I'm pretty sure he will soon because that was in the Royal Towers.
Yep. Weff briefly forgot there that he has Celestial Sash.
You remembered, though. Nope, he didn't remember.
He had not remembered that he has the sash.
He is it has vanished from his mind. Oh, Weff. Alright, library checks on Bodhi's side. Getting bullied by the starter enemies on Weff's side.
And Bodhi has found the D card, which means he may continue. Also Sullen's Bangle, another good piece of equipment.
He has elevator key card and the D card. I'm not sure that's enough to go to the Varnagroth Towers.
That's a fair point.
When you have the Royal Towers waiting for you and Celestial Sash.
We have our example of orb swapping over here on weffjebster's side, taking very quick work of the boss with no weakness.
Mm-hmm. Buying those warp shots.
And a lab coat and a mother of pearl. More good accessories that increase damage. Weff entering the sewers as Bodhi continues to work on the library.
We don't have Kobo, so we can't check the Ifrit spot up here.
Correct.
But we can still get quite a bit.
Yeah. Is the Infinite Gyre new this year? I can't remember.
It's probably new enough.
So
might as well mention it.
Yeah, so this room that Bodhi is in on the left, if you have the Kobo Familiar, it turns into a portal to the Ifrit boss fight, which has 3 checks. There's another similar portal in the lab, in the room with the filing cabinet you can interact with, and then a similar one in the entrance to the military hangar that gets you to the Infinite Gyre hallways. Bodhi is continuing on to Varnagroth Towers.
You were right.
I think he figures there might be something here. Willing to take the gamble, forgets he doesn't have the V card.
He thought he had the B card. You know, the V card and the B card do have very similar colors.
It's true. Weff still has not remembered that he has Celestial Sash, unfortunately.
Weff, come on. Look at your tracker, it's right there. Oh, he did.
There it is. And now he's going to take off the light wall so he stops trying.
Mm-hmm.
Bodhi
There we
going
go.
through. Yep, Bodhi now heading through the tower, finding Crimson Vortex Plus. We have seen Blood B Plus a fair bit of the time this tournament.
Ooh. And Bodhi has picked up the hairpin, which gives you double jump. Not really progression, but it helps with your momentum when dashing around.
Yes, also very handy for boss fights, just being able to jump a second time instead of having to trigger the Celestial Sash.
Alright, LunarRayGames heading into the Royal Towers. weffjebster going to probably use that B key card. I am going to switch over to LunarRayGames, though, because it is my favorite song. I am sorry.
Understandable.
Sorry, not sorry.
Bodhi now has picked up that gear, and now they are both on a gear hunt at the 25-minute mark.
We'll see if fading the rest of Aelana's tower was the right move for weffjebster or not.
Alright, we're now entering new territory for everyone, so...
There... I would still say weffjebster's like marginally ahead, but only because we don't know where anything is.
Oh!
There's an A key card in the B download in Varnagroth's tower. That's a chain and a half.
And he's going to take advantage of Chaos Blades Plus to get rid of the Hell Spiders. It's not the greatest method, but
they resist
what
it.
he can.
But it is plus.
Yep.
Yeah, at this point, I would say it's very likely that the laser gates are bait. Absolutely bait. There's that warp to the pyramid.
Yep, and we have the Maw at Aelana. Maw being a very just stationary boss.
Very, very hard boss.
Absolutely the most difficult.
Scary. Oh no.
Look at how big that Maw is.
Oh, it's gone. Alright. Is the last gear here? Because that would be wild. Okay. That would have been a little too much.
Weff deciding to hit that warp point so that he can get back here because he hadn't hit it yet, and before he finishes off the rest of what he can do here.
Yes, there is still a possibility that it is not bait, but it's looking like bait at this point.
Got some good equipment over here on this tower. We got the glass pumpkin, which makes their time stop more effective if the equipment, and also my F, the best familiar in the game.
Yes.
I will hear no other discussion on this.
They are baby. You know, you're at one piece left. You have to go through the pyramid anyway. Might as well do it. You also have infinite vertical, so even if it's not flooded, you can get across. So, yeah. What if it's in regret? That would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious. Flooded regret, especially. We have to. We didn't discuss our curse deeds today, so
we didn't have much time to discuss what we would want for curse. We're very far into the seed already, and it's only 20 minutes in. 28 minutes.
Yep.
Let's talk about the absolute worst place it could be. That last year. Speak it into existence.
I mean, I do think it's Flooded Regret with Water Mask being, like, the dad fight reward.
Ah! I asked for it, and I regret asking for it.
Yeah, because it's in a regret chest.
Let's see. Oh, it is flooded!
It is flooded!
Oh, no! Oh, that would be so mean.
Bodhi gets to use all of the movement tech to make this hallway just absolutely beautiful.
Whee!
Just hop over all of the, I think those are justices?
Yes.
Justi?
Just the Sues? Just the Potes?
Yep.
Ah, no, those are Zeals.
Oh, seals.
Justice is the giraffe. Conviction is the one I remember, because that's the green one that slams the walls.
Conviction is the orange one.
Okay.
Because there's a conviction guarded room chest. So justice must be the green one. Alright. Looks like Bodhi is going to go back for the Canterin fight that he didn't do already.
Mm-hmm. Let's give him that warp.
Yep. There's still plenty of things that haven't been checked. Let's see. Just off the top of my head, that neither of them has gone down into Upper Maw Caves.
Mm-hmm.
Or Bat Ledge.
Mm-hmm. Bat Ledge would be fun.
Bat Ledge would be great. I love Bat Ledge. And actually, I think Bodhi might be just slightly ahead here.
Quite possibly. Hard to tell. I don't think either of them is ahead. Like, Weff has the A key card. And that's about it.
Yep. Bodhi is going to go ahead and kill the twins, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty
one
fast check.
But with I plus and their levels, yeah, they should have no problems.
At this point, should be pretty fast.
And we have
this is gonna be easy.
Weff also making the decision to why not the pyramid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this opens up a lot of checks if they go and defeat the Maw location, which they have not yet.
Yeah. The other interesting thing about that A card, given what their warp was, it only unlocks 2 checks for them, as opposed to the rather large amount that Zarian normally checks. Also of note, the Zarian boss fight is something they'll need to check potentially.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot that still could go wrong in this seed.
Yep. Looks like Bodhi is now going to go and start doing all the things that Weff already did, the right side of the towers.
Mm-hmm. I saw Weff double back to the left there. He was hoping that he could fall down and do regret chest, but didn't happen.
Oof.
Vanilla water mask. Ooh.
That would be pretty good, actually. Water Mask being the leftmost check of the Siren Caves in the present, which they do have access to.
Mm-hmm.
We had flooded middle pyramid, but no flooded boss, so that'll be somewhat nice for our
small kindness. LunarRayGames going to pick up that A key card here. Probably going to turn right back around and do Spider Hell here, and then regret it.
Weff is going to go check the Firelocked checks that he has not actually gone to yet.
Mm-hmm. LunarRayGame also doing Chaos Blades to take out these spiders. At least it's plus. Checking the map. Checking the map. Yep, I think it's Upper Banishment.
Yep,
or Bat Ledge.
Bat Ledge and Upper Banishment is 4 checks, pretty fast with Talaria and Sash, so...
I think that's where something has to be, though. We're running out of places.
We still have Zarian, And we still have Upper Siren in the present.
Mm-hmm.
I think LunarRayGames maybe... Kobo unlocking those 3 checks we mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm. In the library.
Yep. And
Going to check it.
Immediate.
Why not? Really don't want to do the siren areas unless you have that water mask, because there's a lot to abandon.
Yep. Not seen a lot of flooded or not flooded areas today. Everything seems pretty normal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of, good call on left side, finding the water mask to fight Zarian at Ifrit. Ooh. This is gonna be rough. Zarian is one of the tough bosses, and the Ifrit spot is a pretty tough spot. Lots of damage, lots of HP.
Looks like Bodhi is quickly following in weffjebster's. Zinni died! When did he save last?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Alright, so Weff now needs to remember exactly where that Kobo was. He does, so he's gonna go get it immediately.
But this is good news for Bodhi, because that is a pretty bad setback.
Yep.
Bodhi is going to check the upper caves of banishment first, though, without checking Kobo, because he doesn't know that water mask is right there. And also, water mask could be not required. They just need one thing. Just one little gear. There it is!
No!
Oh, no! Oh, water mask is bait!
Everything here is bait. Oh no!
Wow, the seed is so jet.
We're gonna see Weff fighting Zarian at Kobo, probably as LunarRayGames is finishing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The good news for Weff is that he'll probably go to... No, he'll probably go to Lake Serene, there's more checks. But eventually he'd probably go to where LunarRayGames found that gear.
Speaking of, we've got
Ravenlord!
Fighting Ravenlord, they have all of the movement, they've got I+. Sharp is good against Ravenlord, so should make short work of this boss.
Yep, there it goes. One more boss. Ready those exclamation points, please.
We have Prince Nubius. One of the more simpler bosses.
He's pretty straightforward, has less types of attacks than his older variant. And the only downside is he's got a little bit of a cheaty hitbox and also teleports, so you can't hit him during the teleports. But pretty straightforward. LunarRayGames got plenty of healing items. As long as he stays on top of his hit points, I think we're going to see this end very soon. Everyone get those exclamation points ready! Almost ready!
Any second now.
Alright.
There it is.
With an official time, you want to say it?
Official time of 37 minutes and 3 seconds for LunarRayGames.
Let's get that GG's in chat and listen to the beautiful music on weffjebster's side. Brief pause on weffjebster's side to GG's LunarRayGames in the Racetime GG room. Lots of GG's. And like I said, yep, Weff is going to Lake Serene. That water mask is bait. Aw, man. Oof. This is unfortunate. But we are joined by Bodhi. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was a lot of bait in there, huh?
Oh, he doesn't know.
No, he doesn't know. Water mask is at Kobo.
Oh my god, I was like, I got that Kobo, and I was like, you know what, I could go check this out, or I could just go do the caves real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Did he do the same thing?
No, he went to Kobo
immediately.
first.
He saw that Kobo, saw he didn't have water mask, immediately went to Kobo, found the water mask. It's Zarian at Kobo, or it's Zarian at Ifrit.
Yeah.
So he died the first time, and as he
my
was
God.
dying, he had not saved in the library, so he had to go get Kobo again,
Oh my god.
And do it again. And
and then do it again.
yeah. And now we're following the bait. We're following that water
Oh,
mask
my
bait there.
Oh, he hasn't done Siren Caves.
Nope.
He did not.
Oh my
nope.
god.
That's the only thing he's missing at this point.
He really
It was-
hates Siren Caves too.
Yeah. You and him, though, were basically neck and neck this whole thing. It was really just that split decision you made at the end where you're like, I could go to library, or I could just check the upper part of this cave here with the sirens, and you just happened to pick the right one.
Huh. Yeah. I feel like it wasn't that expensive to go check that really fast. You could just
A
like
lot of
smash
people-
through the mushrooms.
Hate going there without the water mask,
Mm-hmm.
because you have to abandon a lot
Yeah.
to go through there. But
Yeah,
with
that's
Talaria, it's not that much of an abandonment, but that's what it
Yeah.
is.
With Talaria, time stop in this many levels, where you can just damage boost through the mushroom towers like you were doing, Bodhi.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow. I did not expect to win this, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was
Was he
was-
ahead of me at the time?
barely. He did
a little bit.
He did the towers with single jump. Well, he did part of the towers with single jump light wall, so he was about a time spinner piece ahead of you for a little bit.
Okay.
There was also that light wall jail you put yourself in a little bit during
Oh
in
yeah.
Zarian
A couple
Caves
times.
a few times, you know, just to make it spicy.
Yeah.
So he was just a smidge, but you guys were real close. And weffjebster has forfeited after confirming that water mask is bait. And
Oh.
it's like, nope, I'm done with this. But let's get some GGs for weffjebster, who has joined us here in comms. Hello, Mr. weffjebster. GGs.
Here at least.
GG.
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 Do you want to know
What?
where that last gear is?
Let me look here. I would say it is in the surface of Upper Caves of Banishment.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was, you two were neck and neck, real close. It was just that one last decision.
Yeah. I went to do Kobo. I was like, that seems fine.
Mhm. Yep, you both got Kobo within like 30 seconds of each other.
Yeah,
And yeah.
Yeah. Bodhigut was getting Kobo as you were dying to Zarian. Then you reloaded.
It did over half of my HP.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's mean.
was- Especially in that spot.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that much damage.
It was
Yeah.
very ouchy.
I
Yeah,
almost expected you to pick up that water mask and then warp right back out.
I almost did. I really considered it.
But what if that last thing you were looking for was on the other side?
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, and plus I was pretty confident I could beat Zarian. I was just like,
You were prepared this time.
yeah, I was like, oh, I know that I can't just sit at 150 HP and actually take that hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a horrible bait. Oh my gosh.
So
Oh, yeah.
much bait. This
Was it
You-
water
you're
mask
going
at
fishing.
the start of it?
Yes.
Oh wow.
going fishing. It's like it's a bait shop here. It's wow. Gas mask being bait. Everything to the right of lasers is bait. Just
Where was
Yeah,
that
I mean-
spindle again?
Spindle was. God, I don't even remember.
Because that could have easily been the fifth piece of the time spinner.
I feel
If
like
anyone
there's a
had done
room with
caves
two
early.
pieces in it.
the
That was
wheel and the gear
Oh.
were at the very start.
in the refugee
Yeah, that's
camp.
right.
Yeah, that was a strong start.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sure was an interesting seed. It was very fast and had a lot of bait there. But
Yeah,
both
when
of
I did
you-
like 6 straight things that didn't have anything for me, I was like, oh god.
No. Both of you decided to wait on Ilana's tower before, and then both of you got the sash for that. So I know, Weff, you did the courtyard first, but saved the really up there parts for later.
Yep. That was the play. That was the plan all along.
And it paid off.
Yeah. Wanted
Absolutely.
to at least do courtyard. I checked to see that it wasn't flooded, and I was like, all right, let's go do it. And then I warped out because I had stuff to do that wasn't single jump light wall Alana's Tower.
I don't think we had any flooded sections, did we? Well, I'm sorry, except for Regret Chest.
Regret Chest, yes.
Yeah, I mean, Lake Serene had water, but I mean, it wasn't toggled.
Yeah.
Fair.
Pyramid was flooded.
Yeah.
The Regret Chest area was flooded.
Yeah.
There was a moment, Weff, when we knew that the Celestial Sash was lower Lake Desolation, and you warped away from Lake Desolation, and we had a bit of a heart attack, but I think it was an accident.
Yeah, I pushed right too many times.
Yeah, but you'll hear the gray hairs growing as we go, no!
No, I wasn't about to go fight Zarian
Okay.
at that point. I mean, no, that was not the
You scared
plan.
us a bit.
Yeah.
Well, wrapping this up, good show, both of you, weffjebster, good show. Like we said, you guys were neck and neck for this whole thing. Any final comments from Mr. weffjebster? This is your final attempt.
Yeah. Best of luck, Bodhi. Shout outs again to Speedgaming Live. I'll be doing comms, so this is not the last you're gonna have heard of me. So can't be rid of me that easy. But yeah, best of luck, Bodhi. Congrats on the dub. And that's it.
And congratulations to Bodhi. You are now up against Crimdall.
Oh my god.
It was nice knowing you. Can I have your stuff?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll try and finish Timespinner 2 for you, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right, I'll do my best.
This is a contractually binding agreement.
Yes. Yes, and then whoever wins that has to go up either against Urza here, the newcomer and still has stomped on everyone in the tournament, or Planeswater, who also has stomped on everyone in the tournament. It's going to be exciting. The Planeswater versus Urza match on Friday, we are all looking forward to. Those are I think it's listed as, semi-finals, so hope to see everyone there. It's going to be very exciting.
I'll say everyone but me is looking forward to it.
Yeah, no pressure. No pressure at all. So, Bodhi, any final words about the seed?
It was a really fun seed. Great game, Jeff. It was an honor to play against you. I really thought I would lose.
Yeah, that water mask being bait is a very big deal.
Yeah, I was going to go check Kobo, but I'm like, you know what? I just want to check the case real quick. So I guess, yay, I did it.
It was there in another universe. It was flipped.
Yeah.
Like it was just a coin toss there.
Yeah.
And randomizer's gonna random.
Yeah. So I'm excited for the match. Yeah, this is pretty fun. Thank you, commentators, for commentating.
No, you're welcome. Thank you, Urza, for jumping on at the last minute, so I didn't have to do this myself.
Absolutely. This would have been chaos for a single person.
Yeah, I'm keeping track of all of this going on, yeah. But with that said, thank you everyone for showing up. Thank you, Speedgaming Live. Thank you, all of our watchers. And we will catch you in the next one.
Don't seem to have our bot today, but please make sure to follow our runners. Both their Twitch names are on the screen. LunarRayGames for dev streams of Timespinner 2.
Mm-hmm.
And weffjebster for lots of excellent randomizer content.
A variety channel. Probably going to take a break from Timespinner for a little bit, though.
Yeah.
Need something else.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna take a little bit of a break from Timespinner. Not too long.
Just a smidge.
Yeah.
Also follow Urza MTG, as you can see his URL there in chat. You can also follow me if you want, which is that llama girl. I haven't streamed in years, but who knows? Something may happen. May get a little stream here or there. No promises, though. But we will say goodbye now, and we will catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Have a good night, everyone.
See ya.
Bye.